right, this weekend, 12 international sailboats will be racing in the waters between Brooklyn and the Statue of Liberty. It is the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix, halfway through the 5th championship season of SailGP, and as of this week, fans can actually bet on those races. Joining us right now is SailGP co-founder and CEO and yachtsman himself, Sir Russell Coutts. And, sir, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Becky. Former yachtsman, I should say.
Former yachtsman. Once a yachtsman, always a yachtsman, I think we say. This is really exciting. You guys have been with us before, and we've seen some of this, but the excitement behind this, the viewership behind this, people are calling this the F1 racing of sailing. What's happening right now with your industry?
Yeah, we're going through incredible growth. And, of course, we've got a very exciting announcement today with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds taking an ownership in the Australia Sail Grand Prix team, which is obviously the most successful team on the water that we've got. So they've taken that ownership with Tom Slingsby, who's the most successful driver in the championship. So very exciting. And yeah, we're looking forward to that.
More attention and more focus, I guess, that you think it's going to be bringing your way, too. Anne Hathaway has an ownership stake in the Italy sailing team, too.
Yeah. We announced the Italian ownership last week, and we're not really chasing celebrity ownership, to be honest with you. But
are they chasing you?
It's coming. Well, I think for different reasons. I think that the value is growing so quickly with these teams that it's attracting investment from a lot of different sectors. So that's exciting, and you know, we've got a bright future, I think.
Where just in terms of the ownership prices, I mean, I think Mark Lasry owns a stake in one of the teams too, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong on the numbers on this, when he bought in, the earlier pricing had been something around, was it $5 million up to $35 million? How have the numbers grown just in terms of valuations of these teams?
Well, you know, it's true. In season one, you could probably acquire a team for somewhere between 5 and 10 million, and we wouldn't sell a team for under 50 today. So
wow.
It's been a rapid growth. We expect that to continue. We're about to launch teams 13 and 14 and take those to market. And there's been equity trading within some of the existing teams at significantly higher valuations than what I've just said. So yeah, it's growing fast. The good thing about it is that when you look at it's still a relatively low barrier to entry in terms of price, but the costs are capped, and the teams now are attracting significant sponsorship. So a number of the teams now, in fact, 4 teams are now break even or better, which this early in the development cycle is obviously, you know, pretty good verification of the model. So, yeah. We've
been talking about the changes and disruption in the media industry and this clamoring for live events. I guess that's behind the increase in value in all of these teams.
Well, I think it's one of the things that's really appealing. I mean, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, our viewership's growing fast as well. And each time we add a new territory, of course, we're adding significant viewership. We're a global sports property where we have venues all over the world and iconic destinations. So each time we go to a new venue, of course, that spikes a growth in audience within that market. So yeah, we're still in our infancy in many ways, but you know, growing very fast.
Who are your viewers? What are the demographics?
Well, it's interesting. It's not the avid sailing fan only. The avid sailing fan is probably less than 10% of our audience. So we just achieved some record viewership numbers in Australia, actually, in Sydney this year, where we had just over 21 million dedicated viewership. So that's live or near live viewership. And in season one, a good number would have been 5 million. So, you know, each time the property's really stacking up from a sports perspective. We're getting the racing fan as opposed to the avid sailing fan watching this property, because it's really nothing like a conventional sailing product.
More than faster than 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. So people, when they think of sailing, they think of white triangles on a blue background, hard to understand, far from shore. Well, SailGP is pretty much the complete opposite of that.
Yeah. Where can people see this if they're not standing outside by the Brooklyn Bridge?
Well, the best places, we've set up a stadium on Governor's Island, built some grandstands there, right on the water's edge, and fans get a spectacular view of the racing. You know, seeing this fleet of 12 national teams coming racing towards you at speeds of around 60 miles per hour when the breeze is up is pretty incredible. And when they're racing into turn one, it's a lot like turn one in Formula One. You know, it's just an incredible spectacle to watch.
It's supposed to rain this weekend. Does that shut things down, or you sail right through it?
You know, it's more the wind that's our factor. Of course, you know, I mean, New Yorkers, they're obviously up for, you know, getting out.
Everyone gets wet. Yeah. Might be a little water around anyway.
It
right?
may be, but Sunday looks okay. Saturday we might get a little rain during the racing.